Welcome back, and Chirag Thakkar of Amrapali Gujarat now joins in to have a conversation on silver rather. Chirag, hi. First of all, your sense on prices. We're trading at an all-time highs yet again today with the kind of run-up that we've seen, 78% of gains in this year till time. How are you looking at the price movement from here on?
So we have already reached our targets. What we were anticipating that it can come at this levels, but at this levels, liquidity crunch in London markets are actually driving the prices crazy. And if we sustain at this levels above $50, we could see some crazy moves where we can see $55 and down the line maybe $60 before this year end as well.
So the volatility clearly continues. I just want to go back to your point of liquidity crunch, Chirag, and that really seems to be a bit of a concern because there are short sellers and they can't roll over. If they have to get silver out of New York, there's a premium to that as well. How are the international markets working right now?
So we are almost the New York markets are trading at discount. London markets at a premium of more than $2, and it's crazy because there is a short squeeze between the trades happening globally, and every ETF, global ETFs, Indian ETFs are actually buying, and that there's a big retail buying happening. So I think that is actually making things more worse in the current scenario.
Chirag, how's the situation with the Indian market, the Indian ETF situation? We do understand because silver is available at a premium, so the prices are at a premium as well. But you deal very strongly with the physical part of it as well, digital silver as well. How is physical and then digital doing?
So we have seen a crazy jump in physical demand, and over and above, when I'm speaking to my clients, what feedback I'm getting is, come what may, we are looking at 200,000 INR for the prices, and we just want the metal. So it is more of an investment demand coming from the market. At the same time, digital silver has actually crossed our markets, and I'm usually the kind of a ratio what we have on our digital platforms on gold and silver. There is a big gap over to it, but now we don't see any gap. Silver is winning over the digital, and we have lots of deliveries of small bars happening. 1 kg bar is most famous bar, which is actually going on the deliveries on the retail side. So that is actually giving us a data wherein a retail buying, a retail investment is actually coming onto the platforms.
Chirag, what is your sense on how much silver could India be importing this year? Because the average is 4.5 to 6.5, 7,000 tons really. What number are we looking at for this year?
Will be near to the same average, which I've been telling since the start of the year. But I didn't know that there's going to be a situation. But at this prices also, we'll be averaging it out around 5,500 tons at least.
You say retail buying, investment buying has been quite strong. Digital buying has been on the higher side as well. Is there what is the kind of premium that is running right now today for the silver markets?
We are trading at more than $1.5, $2 over the spot market.
And what would that convert to in Indian rupees?
That is around 14,000 to 15,000 rupees over the MCX price.
Chirag, do you see this lasting long enough? I mean, we understand this is a disrupted market, even a bit of a damaged market right now on where it stands in global and Indian sphere in that sense. How long can this condition continue?
I think we will get a normal situation. Normal premiums will be back by next couple of weeks or maybe 3-4 weeks down the line from here. But the climax would be, let's say, if the situations get back to normal and we are back to, let's say, $55 of making a high. Again, the premium and the actual relative price which comes to the buyer's hand is going to be the same, I believe. If we have the same surge happening, the premiums go down. At the same time, the price is at the same level. So I think as a buyer, Indian market has actually shown that come what may, let's say even if the premiums are high, if the premiums goes down, the spot price is going to go up again. So we're going to be at the same levels of the prices in terms of INR what we see.
A quick one, Chirag, you said $55, $60 an ounce on the higher side is where silver can be. If it does see a correction, where do you see support come in?
last week we saw support at $46. During the before London Open and Hong Kong market actually gave a small correction, and that was a very small correction which just came in, and there was a deep, and again there was a buying, and we were back to $50 by the time New York came in. So I believe $46 would be a base correction. If it might come at those levels, we think there are a lot of buying coming on those levels.
Oh, absolutely. People are just waiting on the sidelines to do a buying. And today as well, silver is trading 3% higher. It's a record high. And when you look at those silver ETF, they are up anywhere between 3 to 5% as well on your screen. So a bit of a premium continuing even in the markets today. Chirag, as always, thank you so much for joining in and making perspective on what really can be anticipated in silver and what really seems to be playing out in the Indian and the international markets. With that, it's time for a short break. We come back and talk about stocks and market specifics.